A healthy workplace is a happy workplace. And for the last leg of our tuberculosis awareness series, we're tackling the importance of having a solid workplace health program. For a business to truly flourish, companies must put great value on their greatest assets, the well-being of their human capital. As a healthy individual equals an inspired and productive member of society. Good evening, I'm Sean Yao, and this is Business Matters. We're doing good is good business. Sprawling city 978 kilometers south of Manila, Davao City has always been the cultural, economic, and commercial capital of Mindanao. Aside from its developing metropolis, the region of Davao is also known for its competitive agri-industry. It's now a hub for agricultural products like bananas that are of export quality. Situated in Davao del Norte is this massive banana plantation, covering a contiguous land area of over 6,000 hectares. This site is home to one of the largest agricultural companies in the country, and also to one of the most sustainable and productive communities in the region.
Ang TADECO is Tagum Agricultural Development Corporation, located in Davao del Norte. 3 municipalities and one city, Panabo City. Ang TADECO ay sa plantation of banana. Malaking plantation, wherein marami ding employee.
Taking pride as one of the best banana plantations in the world, TADECO produces a yield of no less than 31.5 million boxes per year. The secret to such amount lies in the efforts of the agricultural company's approximately 12,000 strong workforce. And to make sure that the business and lives of their employees remain sustainable, the agricultural company implemented and promoted a solid workplace health program.
Started when the owner, Mr. Florendo, Don Antonio Florendo Foundation. So sa hospital, yun ang focus niya is health program sa lahat ng employee. Gusto niya kasi pag good health yung mga employee, maganda ang result. Maganda ang result, di maganda ang business.
Establishing their own hospital within the compound to effectively address any health concerns, even tuberculosis. TB still remains a prevailing health concern in the country. Based on statistics, individuals that are prone to TB belong to the working age bracket of 20 to 49 years of age. And to ensure the success of any company, they must greatly rely on its most important asset, its people. And that's why implementing and maintaining a healthy workplace program is important to be able to create a productive and industrious working environment.
Isipin mo na lang kung karamihan sa mga Pinoy, yung mga workers natin ay may TB, edi hindi sila healthy. So paano nila ngayon gagawin yung kanilang trabaho? So very important na ma-address natin yan, na TB in the workplace para healthy yung ating mga workers.
In partnership with the PBSP, or the Philippine Business for Social Progress, the agricultural company implemented the TB DOTS program in their own hospital in 2006. Their own health personnel also received training from the PBSP and the Department of Health. This is to gain extensive knowledge and insight to make their anti-TB program more efficient.
Together with the PBSP, nagkaroon ng yung TB DOTS program nga in the workplace. So tinuturuan kami doon kung paano i-treat yung mga employee, how parang paano sila na hindi na mahiya, kahit may sakit sila, ma-inform sila na they can still work even though they have this illness, but the company will help them also to become well. So when they become well, they will become productive sa trabaho nila.
PBSP is a corporate-led foundation. We have companies as part of our membership. It's very important because we believe that health is wealth. If you want to be productive, you need to take care of your workers. And TB, as a disease, is affecting the productive age group. So it's critical for us to make action to address TB because it affects us socioeconomically.
The PBSP's monitoring of the company's TB program lasted only for a year. By then, the agricultural company was knowledgeable enough to run the program on its own, making use of the shared value learned from the partnership, creating a productive social relationship and cooperation between labor and management.
After we zero out na yung parang na spin off na namin yung programa ng PBSP, gawa na namin noon after a year, nire-refer na namin sa community or sa barangay LGU. Sa community na siya mismo matitreat at i-inform din yung community or barangay na you have cases like this that you need to help them also. Madali na lang sila kagamutin.
More than being disease-free, a healthy workplace gives employees a greater sense of motivation or drive to perform better for the company, thus creating a sustainable and inclusive working environment.
We really look at helping them come up with workplace programs, looking at the overall well-being of their own employees. So companies are actually in a position to create TB in the workplace programs, not just because it's a mandatory requirement, but really because we want to push the advocacy of companies taking care of their employees. Companies are assisted by PBSP in terms of what kind of programs should be in place that would help address TB in the workplace, if any, and also as part of an overall program to address employee well-being.
Naibong ko sa akong lawas nga sigihan bitaw kalintura o lagnat, mga 15 days siguro. Sabi sa doktor, mayroon akong TB.
Good health yung mga employee, maganda ang result, maganda ang business. Hindi namin di-disqualify yun kung may sakit ka because we want to help.
And more than just being one of the biggest banana plantations in the world, the agricultural company also made sure to provide a flourishing and self-sufficient community for their employees in Barangay A.O. Florendo, Panabo City, Davao del Norte. Located right at the heart of their compound, the community is home to over 6,000 employees, complete with its own school, sports complex, and a hospital and other facilities to cater to all their basic needs. All these benefits provided by the company concretely shows how much they value their human capital. After all, the success of a company lies on its own people. And that's why health and welfare of employees should always be of paramount importance to a company. "50-year-old Raul Paghunasan can attest to how the agri company values its employees' well-being above others. Raul, a barangay tanod of the community, contracted TB back in 2012.
Naibong ko sa akong lawas nga sigihan bitaw kalintura o lagnat, mga 15 days siguro. Nagpatingin ako ng doktor. Sabi sa doktor, mayroon akong TB. Pagpa-check up na ko sa doktor nga ako nasakit og TB, umika na ning pagpanigarilyo bitaw sa. Sa kaadlaw, hurot og sa kahagtunga.
But instead of being removed from his post, it was the agri company that took the initiative to have Raul treated under their TB DOTS program.
Ang sa TB program namin for TADECO is identification. Through identification, makuha namin yan sa consultation. In consultation, basta 2 weeks CAF, automatic yan siya, X-ray, sputum exam. Through those diagnostic tests, makita natin kung nag-positive siya for PTB. And if positive siya, here comes yung referral system namin. We refer them to the nearest RHUs for free medications on TB.
Employees with tuberculosis are also constantly monitored by the company hospital to ensure that the patients really are committed to treatment and eventual recovery.
So kung under treatment sila for TB, on sick leave sila. On sick leave. So kung dito lang within sa barangay A of Florendo, we have the BHWs, yung barangay health workers. Sila ang nag-monitor sa areas if proper yun sila pag-take sa medication nila. Kasi ang medication nila, hindi nila na-withdraw all in all automatically, usually weekly. And then, here comes the dots na direct, observe, na gamutan. So the BHW will see to it na they are taking the medicines.
Dito, pag mayroon kang sakit na TB, yung mga tao, imbis kay pumunta sa muari sa mua, makuan na ba, manang di na sila mo kuan kay nay sakit nga TB, adlok matakdan o makawa kung sa Tagalog sir. Ang natabang sa tadiko sa mua, pirmi taga agtambal kada semana, check up sa ospital dres tadiko. Ya, sig tambal, hatag og tambal. Antod jud nga na human ra gyud ang 6 months. Sige gihapon sila og kuan og tambal.
To be stricken with a disease like TB can adversely impact one's livelihood, as time and commitment to medication and treatment is needed for a patient to fully recover. TB treatment can last from 6 to 9 months, depending on the type of TB a patient has contracted. In order to avoid this, the best way to remain productive and healthy is still to give proper awareness about the disease. After all, an ounce of prevention is always better than a pound of cure.
If you are sick with tuberculosis, you are actually prevented from working. So, bottom line, you're losing profit. And at the personal level, the family can no longer support their children and those who actually are dependent to them.
The company also promotes equal employment opportunities. Even applicants stricken with TB are given a chance to work for the company and even benefiting from their TB Dots program.
We encourage them to help them understand na may sakit ka nito. We will help you to be employed, but you need to follow the treatment na ibibigay sa iyo. Hindi namin parang di-disqualify yun kung may sakit ka because we want to help. The company wants to help.
But to make the TB program of the Agri Company inclusive and sustainable, employees also take part in the information dissemination campaign for TB prevention, promoting the importance of health amongst colleagues.
Hindi naman dapat matakot yung mga tao dahil in-inform namin na libre man yun ang check-up sa Tadico, libre din ang tambal, ay yung gamot na talaga malusog para yung mister na magtrabaho doon sa field, maganda din yung perform niya. Maganda din yung kinalabasan ng trabaho niya.
Malaking tulong yan sa amin kasi yun ang para sa magandang pamumuhay at sa magandang pangkalusugan. Yan ang kanunay na di siya gipaabot sa amin na hampingan na mo. Kumbaga pa yung ingatan namin yung pangkalusugan para sa magandang pamumuhay at sa magandang trabaho.
People-centered programs will always result in inclusive and sustainable growth. The contribution to the success of a company from a productive and healthy workforce simply cannot be overstated.
Importante na maging member ka ng PBSP because PBSP is doing some program, project for the good and benefit of the employees and also for the company. Isa doon, ito yung programa ng TB Dots. Because of the training from PBSP, naging easier sa amin marunong paano i-approach sila, paano sila kausapin, and paano sila paintindihin na ito importante itong gawin para maging malusog.
So PBSP's approach in working with companies is two-pronged. Number one, for them to be able to set up a TB in the workplace program to help their employees so that we will be able to detect TB from those applying for work and ensure that the workers are being tested so that should they have TB, they will be treated properly. The second approach is to help companies do this TB education, finding cases in the community. So it becomes a CSR program.
Magtakip ng ilong at bibig pag may umubo.
DOLE 7305 is the order that mandates all organizations should have a tuberculosis policy and program. Mahalaga siya kasi it actually tells us how to prevent and also to control tuberculosis in the workplace. And dito yung pinapakita kung paano yung detection, paano yung treatment, and how we can also minimize the social stigma.
One of the best ways to fight poverty is to have a productive society where all the participants in nation building are in good health and well-being. But given the magnitude of health issues, illnesses like tuberculosis can block the road to progress. And that's why, as a partner for change, the PBSP, or Philippine Business for Social Progress, has made it their commitment to assist the government and private sector in promoting healthy and conducive work environments. Illnesses like tuberculosis have always been a threat to those under the working age group. Given the drastic effect of TB to a worker's productivity, immediate measures had to be made in order to prevent and control TB in the workplace. This is in the form of the Department of Labor and Employment's Department Order 7305.
DOLE 7305 is the order that mandates all organizations should have a tuberculosis policy and program. Mahalaga siya kasi it actually tells us how to prevent and also to control tuberculosis in the workplace. So yun yung kanyang kahalagahan. Kung paano yung detection, paano yung treatment, and how we can also minimize the social stigma of those who are contracted with tuberculosis pag sa workplace natin, sa trabaho.
Being the bridge between the government and private sector, the PBSP was tapped by an international development organization to bridge the government mandate by helping businesses manage TB in the workplace through education and training.
PBSP was subcontracted to bridge the government mandate, di ba? Kaka-create lang nung order na yun that time, to bridge the government and the private sector. And since we're the institution that bridges the public and private sector initiatives, hiningan nila kami ng parang tulong para gawin yun. So from then on, we were able to create that, and we also facilitate the workshops on TB in the workplace programs. Ang tuberculosis, as you know, it's infectious, no? So, if we are not able to contain it, syempre, lahat naman tayo may pamilyang inuuwian. Pagka siguro hindi nila alam na meron silang sakit or hindi sila compliant, pwede rin nilang mahawa yung kanilang mga pamilya. And it goes on and on. So, it becomes a community problem. Hindi na lang siya workplace problem. So, yun yung gusto nating maiwasan.
How is TB treated? So using the
Programs on
standard
TB advocacy, like training and measures to improve workplace conditions, is the core strategy of the PBSP for information dissemination about the illness. But aside from providing workshops and seminars to partner private companies, the PBSP also walks the talk by applying said strategies to their own organization by conducting TB 101 seminars.
We advocate for this kasi unang-una, mababa pang awareness ng tao sa tuberculosis. At para magkaroon ng heightened awareness, talaga meron kaming TB 101 in the workplace. Pangalawa, kasi kunyari, yung mga staff namin, alam na nila kung ano yung TB, masasabi din nila ngayon sa ibang mga kamag-anak nila. And that lessens the stigma. And of course, if mas mababa yung stigma at maalis talaga natin yung stigma, mas marami tayong matitreat na patients. And we're also advocating other companies, our member companies, to have the same, if not even better, programs for tuberculosis.
Workers are given proper information on ways to strengthen their immune responses against TB infection, such as information on good nutrition, adequate rest, avoidance of tobacco and alcohol, and good personal hygiene. After all, having a healthy human resource contributes greatly to a company's success.
In any human organization, the human resource is the most important resource. No? So we really need to be able to take care of our talents so that we are sure that the company will function well. kami dito, meron talaga kaming policy for tuberculosis prevention and control. Tapos, clearly stated sa policy namin kung paano namin isusupport yung aming mga human resource, our talents. And also, yun nga, paano rin namin siya mapiprevent.
Napanghinaan ako ng loob na baka matanggal ako sa trabaho dahil pinag-leave ako ng 1 month. Nung time na sinabi sa akin ng doktor na kailangan kong maggamot, natakot ako na baka hindi na gumaling yung sakit ko.
HR associate Joey Suriaga Jr. was caught completely by surprise when he was diagnosed with a latent tuberculosis infection. Joey was already suffering from chronic cough, but only found out about his real condition after going through the physical examination set by the PBSP for newly hired employees.
Ang alam ko, ubo-ubo lang yun. Ang sabi sa akin, baka nakuha ko siya noon sa previous employer ko. Inventory staff kasi ako sa isang supermarket. Napupuyat ako madalas dahil sa trabaho. Mahina na yung baga ko.
Joey feared losing his employment opportunities because of his condition. His uncertainties, however, were put to rest when his company offered him a chance to undergo treatment under a partner TB Dots or directly observed treatment short course facility.
Parang napanghinaan ako ng loob na baka matanggal ako sa trabaho dahil pinag-leave ako ng 1 month. Nung time na sinabi sa akin ng doktor na kailangan kong maggamot, natakot ako na baka hindi na gumaling yung sakit ko. Inassure naman ako ng doktor na once mag-start na ako mag-inom ng gamot, kaya naman na pagalingin yung sakit ko.
Since PBSP is the one that really fund manages tuberculosis program in the entire Philippines, madali sa amin makipag-usap sa mga DOTS facilities. Kami rin naman yung nagfa-facilitate for their procurement, for whatever they need. So, since kilala namin sila, parang naging automatic na usapan namin na kung meron man kami mga employees, sa kanila namin sila i-refer. That way, nagkakaroon din sila ng detection case. So, win-win solution para sa amin. So, meron kaming na-address na problema, sila din nagkakaroon ng detection cases.
A progressive society promotes equal employment opportunities. Thanks to the Department Order 7305 or the TB in the Workplace program, workers diagnosed with TB are given a chance to seek treatment through DOTS facilities. With DOTS, the company is assured of the patient-employee's compliance to medication, thus minimizing resistance cases and reducing TB incidents.
Sabi sa akin ni HR na yung gamutan naman is part lang para pagalingin yung sakit. Hindi naman siya ibig sabihin na hindi ka na pwede magtrabaho.
Through the efficient and practicable implementation of TB control and preventive measures, wastage and loss of productivity in business institutions have been reduced.
Morning. Trabaho.
The TB in the Workplace program also promotes non-discrimination policies to workers who have or had TB. And with the adequate diagnosis and treatment provided patients, they are granted return to work as soon as their illness is controlled.
Basta meron na siyang clearance from the doctor that he can work or she can work, then we accept the person. He can avail or she can avail of the sick leave, pero kung sakaling naubos na yung sick leaves niya, pwede namin siyang suportahan and ask for SSS para magkaroon pa rin siya ng pay kahit papaano.
Pagkabalik ko, kinamusta lang agad nila ako. Wala naman silang ginawa na nagtakip sila ng ilong, hindi sila umiiwas sa akin. Sinasama pa nila ako sa pagkain. Masaya ako kasi kahit nagkasakit ako, nandun yung support nila sa akin na kaya kong gumaling.
Implementation of health programs is more than just policies and procedures for early detection, treatment, and prevention of diseases like tuberculosis in the workplace. The end goal would always be about ensuring better health for workers, that in turn churns out better revenues for companies to give better health conditions for the Filipino people.
Para sa akin, mahalagang labanan ng TB dahil unang-una para sa sarili ko, dahil pagmamahal ko sa sarili ko. Pangalawa sa pamilya ko, dahil isa ako sa inaasahan ng pamilya ko.
Health and productivity always go hand in hand. Whatever the business venture, the workers' well-being should always be of paramount importance to ensure a dynamic, conducive, and most importantly, sustainable work environment. For updates, comments, and suggestions, follow us on Facebook at Business Matters PH and on our website at www.businessmatters.com.ph. Again, I'm Sean Yao, and this is Business Matters, where doing good is good business.